all my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why all my life, I've been grinding all my life. Look.
Hi y'all, welcome back to my podcast. Now today's episode is going to be a personal episode. It's going to be personal because I'm speaking to this person that has a potential and a spark in them to elevate themselves, but they just don't know where to start. I'm talking to that person that doesn't start because they're afraid of something, or they don't have a confidence, they don't have motivation, or they might just need a little push. Now, if this is you, I'm talking to you, and I want to let you know that you don't have to be perfect to start, just real and intentional. Okay? Now, let's take it back a moment to see where it all started, how to start, with a little bit of my experience. So as a young girl, being 15, starting off my business, I was not sure of what direction I would head to or lead to, but I did know that I needed to grind. I knew I needed to work, especially in the world. I knew with the lifestyle that I wanted to have and pursue, I wanted to do what I want, when I want, how I want. And nothing is better than being your own entrepreneur, your own boss, and the CEO. So with that being said, it was a journey for me because I didn't know the future, see the future, and maybe the blueprint wasn't right in front of my face. But with time, I started. And I was very intentional. I showed up for myself, and I was real about it. That mindset stuck with me, and I'm glad that it did because it was a booster to me. It was a daily motivation just engraved in my mind that you have to be where you want to be. And in order to do that, you have to put in the work. You have to sacrifice, and you have to push yourself. You are the person that it starts with, so you have to be there for yourself. If I didn't see my worth, the next person wouldn't see my worth. Now, if you don't show confidence in the way you walk, in the way you talk, or the way you move with your goals or your ideas, it isn't going to be presented in a comfortable manner to the person that you might be targeting for your audience. You have to keep in mind that they need you for your service or whatever you're providing to them. So show up, be that person, be that voice for yourself first, and the rest will come after that. So once you start, you don't have your blueprint, you're gonna be nervous. I myself did not have a perfect plan when I started. I didn't have a team. I didn't have a mentor. I barely had motivation. I barely had others in my ear to push me or root for me. But when I started, that was the most important part yet. Now, I would like you to work with what you do have when branding. First start with yours. That's the easiest nowadays. At the tip of our fingers is social media. Use social media as an advantage, guys. There's all these platforms for us to network. You don't have to know this person. You don't have to reach out to this person. But over time, they're going to be reaching out to you. And that's on you to deliver what they ask for and what you provide. Now, let's get into the growth and the grind. Now, we have to realize that every obstacle we face or we go through is getting us ready and prepared for the next level that we are destined to reach. The higher you get, the more things that will come your way and on the road. But it's on you to see how determined you are. Are you really ready for this success? Do you really want to be able to have freedom? Freedom as far as being able to do what you want, when you want, and how you want. And at your own cost, because you're the boss. And that's the goal. At the end of the day, you still have to tend to the business that made you who you are to this day. So with that being said, you should have a policy that you live by and that you stand on. Now, being an entrepreneur, especially a young entrepreneur, it is on you to gain respect. Not only was I, 17, giving people a policy, a time to follow, giving them some set rules about my business, and they walk in and they see little old me, and it's like, there were some people that did test me, some people that tried to get over on my business or tried to talk business to me, but in a way that wasn't motivating or helpful or feeding to my business. So in those times, that's when you have to put your foot down, because respect is first. You get respect and you gain respect. Now, as your business owner, you have to show a side of you that cannot damage your reputation. You have to stay in character at all times. It doesn't matter if this person is irate, getting out of character. You never want to stoop down to their level or match the energy that they're going, because they're only trying to take you down at that moment. And you don't want to let your hard work and everything that you've put in to go to waste because of an emotional situation that happened in that moment. You have to understand that everyone isn't meant for you. Who's meant for you is meant for you, and who isn't is just not that. Everyone isn't going to be able to share the fruits of your business with you. Everyone isn't going to be able to see the ideas that you see. So when you do have these ideas, it's not most important for you to go share your ideas with your friends or your family members, because in actuality, those are the ones that speak doubt into you. Those are the ones that might not know where you're coming from, so they don't have that push to give you. If you look at them and you look at what you have to plan or your goals, you have to see that people have different mindsets. And that's why it's also important to change your circle when you are getting to a new level, because they're going to pour into you. And once you show up for your business, it's also showing up for yourself. You have to be professional, and you have to carry this reputation around you forever. So I had to, being a woman especially, I had to let them know that I'm standing on business. Now, I decline people because all money is not good money. And that's what you need to understand. Just because they're coming to you with some money, if you can feel they're not respecting your rules off jump, it's going to be a problem later. So don't ignore it, but nip it in the bud as soon as it happens. Because some people just might be used to going to another business and letting them slide with how they do. But when it comes to you, you want to be different, and you want to stand on that business and let them know, hey, this is what is going to happen from now on forward. Or throw it to the side altogether. But what I did focus on was my character, diplomacy. You have to relay things sometimes. It's not going to always be what they would rather do. Like, if you don't have an opening for tomorrow and there's no possible way that you can squeeze them in, you have to just be firm. You have to stand on that. It's okay. Don't let this one thing bother you because you have another thing to tend to in your business. You have to be all those bosses in one. You have to be the assistant at times. You have to be the CEO. You have to be the person answering the phone, customer service. You have to be that service provider as well. So you will want people that you are working with to know that, okay, I'm going to come in and I'm going to abide by her rules because I respect her. But not only do I respect her, but I want to continue to come as be a client. You have to understand that they want you. They're here for you. Show them why they chose you. Because there's other people that provide what you do, but that's why you have to spice it up. Make you set apart from anyone else. Look at your neighbor or your peer and see, okay, also congratulate them, but how can I be better than them? How can my business be chosen over their business? Because at the end of the day, you want that business to thrive. You want that success, and you want to go to the next level. Whatever your next level look like, you want to always reach for higher. I didn't wait to become ready. I became ready along the way. Because along the way, I seen, and that was enough motivation for me. Because I started to put value out. So I started getting value back. And with that being said, I only strived for more, for better, for me and my clients. For all those that need me, for all those that I inspire. When I dip into my business, I also dip into another version of myself that is bettering, that is going to elevate and be a higher woman one day. I'm going to look back and say, dang, I was here. If you would have just started, then you can look and be like, dang, look at how far I've made it. Even if it's a month, track your progress. Make sure you are growing. Change it up. If that way isn't working for you, try another way. But make sure you have full passion for what you're doing. They can tell you a little in your ear, they can give you some tips, but it's on you to go out and execute that plan. Because that idea is just an idea if it's in your head and it's not making sense. If you haven't took the steps or initiative to bring it to life, then it's just gonna be sitting there. And it's an amazing idea, you just have to start it. So with that being said, go ahead, start that business. Start that Instagram page that you've been thinking about doing. Start that content. Do them TikTok videos. Do whatever it is that you think. Write it on a paper, go out, pass it out to people if you can't afford business cards. Let them know that you're serious about your business. Let them know that you believe in yourself, so they should believe in you. And I promise you they're gonna see it. They have no choice but to see it. If you're coming correct and 100% with your all, then you can't fail. You can't fall. Now, if you do fall, you can only get back up. So what about it? Just do it. And I'm here for you. So if you would love for me to support you, please share your link, share your ideas with me, text me, DM me. I will drop my Instagram right here. I would love to hear about your business endeavors that you plan on doing. And I would love to give you a little more push if that is all you need. But this push right here is to start. If I did it, you can too. And I'm excited to see your journey.